This report is sponsored by Allstate. Looking to save money?
When we asked our customers how they...
FM 88.7.
The big lie, but no evidence.
Okay, welcome back to Rick's Radio Conversions. Today we've got Neil's 1965 Plymouth Barracuda. Neil's an awesome friend of the early Valiant Barracuda Club, and he is in Canada, maybe Ontario, somewhere up north. Anyway, we got this radio from Neil about 3 years ago. Try and find a
crowd to come.
Pairing not completed.
Technology can. This director.
Construct the joint session of Congress in
Country.
Anyway, trying to stay off the copyrighted music. Anyway, Neil gave us this radio probably 3 years ago, pre-COVID. Shipping's a lot to get to Canada, so I was going to do the radio and then bring it to him to Carlisle. Well, with COVID and lockdowns, this year's Carlisle is the year, which is good. So this was an AM radio, and now it's been converted to AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB, with high definition, and also has an aux input, as they all do. I'll come standard with that. So right now you're in the FM mode, and as you can see earlier, push buttons work as they did before. Now you're going to get this little box with it, Neil. Now you can mount that under the dash and the glove box. You just kind of saw there that it went from yellow to green, and or the aqua. I think they call it aqua. That's your high definition stations. So you're going to get a little push button with your radio there, and you can kind of just go twice.
Have those. There's usually some kind of lean, like, well, he's been here longer.
HD1.
Now we're back to HD1. If you want to know what channel you're on, you can do two things. You can press your push button twice. Oh, whoops, sorry.
Don't even keep track. I just know my forward.
Go back to HD1. Press your push button once.
FM 106.1 HD1.
Kind of tells you what channel you're on. You can also do these controls from the radio as well, but sometimes I feel the push button's easier. So we also have the new scan feature as well, and that's either taking your push button and pressing it 4 times, or grabbing your tuner button. You go twice up on the dial.
Scanning for stations.
Wonderful radio, Viking.
Now we're going to scan digitally up the dial.
Radio station 89.9 ECSU.
8.7 WFOS.
The Time Machine Radio Network.
If you wanted at that station, just grab your knob.
Station hold.
There you go. This is an HD channel as well. You can see the aqua. We have very good. Not a cloud in the sky today, so we're going to get a lot of HD channels today. There we go. We're going to stay here, and so you notice, here's a good example of the HD channel. So grab your push button.
HD3.
It's got 3 channels. This is the third one.
HD 1.
So this is the classical channel. If you were out in the dial, you were just, tuning or whatever. Once the aqua, when it goes from yellow, which is FM, to the aqua, which means you have a HD lock, okay? You can also grab your tone and go 3 times.
HD 2.
HD 2.
HD 3. Fader adjust.
Well, there's the fader. There's fronts, rears. You hear that little plunk.
Fader set.
That's your null position there. Tone works I did before, bass, treble. You can also do your fader through your push buttons, which is a quick one and then a hold.
Fader adjust. Fader set.
You also do the balance. Balance is 2 and a hold. 1, 2, hold.
Balance adjust.
Left. Right.
You're welcome here.
There you go.
Hope, music.
Balance set.
That's your balance. You did the auto scan. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the aux. So aux mode, you turn on your device, and we're just going to bring up the iTunes there. You're going to plug that right in there. As soon as it hears music playing, it's going to start. We're going to do the left channel.
Sleep on the right channel.
Alright. If you ever want to stop this, you just press pause.
Sleep on the left channel. Sleep on the left channel.
There we go. Press your little pause guy there, or you can just pull it out, turn your device off, whatever you have. Wait 20 seconds, or you can turn it off and then on again. Every time you turn it off and on again, your HD tuner will have to go back in and do the lock, as you see there. It's amazing how much clearer the digital sound is over the analog, even from the volume perspective. You'll be on an analog station, and your volume can be set in one spot, and depending on where you're at, usually the digital is a lot louder just because of the clearer signal. So that's the aux input. We're going to do the USB. You can load up your. You're going to get a thumb drive. You load that up with a bunch of songs. And now you've gone to the magenta. They call that magenta or the pink. Now we're playing off the USB. This is also a charger phone, but you can't actually do anything from your phone with it. You can't play music from your phone with a USB cord, none of that stuff. And if you didn't like that song, you fast forward. Up on the dial, right? Or you take your push button, press it once, up on the dial, twice, rewind. That's the USB. Then we'll pull that out. All right.
HD 2.
Alright, now when we do the pairing, we're going to go over here to the settings, Bluetooth. And we can do one of two different ways here. You can take your push button and hold your push button down, or you can grab your volume control and twice from 12 to 2. So we're going to do that. Do this left-handed.
Bluetooth ready
There
to
we go.
pair.
So you can see here, we had a little Bluetooth sign there. There's your Aurora Design. We're going to click on that. And we're even going to pull the aux.
Pairing completed.
Pairing completed.
Connected.
The little Bluetooth sign went up there. Allow your favorites to sync. Yeah, sure. So this will sync all your contacts. If you said, you know, call somebody, it'll call somebody. This is an iPod or an I don't know. Yeah, this is an iPod. Yeah. Maybe it's a phone. I don't know. Anyway. That crackling is not the radio. It's the actual station. So then we go here back to iTunes, okay, and yeah, we just start playing something here. Up on the dial. You want to rewind, you go down. Fast forward. Same thing on your push button. Blow our speakers up. So that's how you do your Bluetooth. If you wanted to pause this, pausing this or the USB works the same way. Just hold your push button down for 1 second. Okay, now this thing is going to go back. It'll wait 10 seconds, go back to its last known radio station. There we go with that. We went off of our where we were. I hope you all picked up on that we're listening to a classical station, and then we already have the HD second station programmed, and it just picks it up and goes right to it if that's what you had last. Okay, but we're gonna get out of that so that
HD 3. HD 1.
So we're gonna stay here so that when Neil gets his radio, they're all on the #1 HD stations. Now the other thing you got here, Neil, too, is like you can make the phone calls, do drive-by, drive directions, all those different things. So this doesn't have a plan with it or whatever it's called for phone, right? But what we'll do is we're just gonna, once we're paired, okay, once we're paired, you press and hold. What time is it? Now granted, it's this thing that is trying to figure out what the time is.
It's 18:29 in Greenwich, England.
It's a good place to know, I guess, or be, or whatever. So that's one of the things it can do. We can also do a couple other different things here. And this is just the device. This is not the radio as far as how long things take. I don't even know if this thing is still thinking or what it's doing.
Our
Alexander Borody
There we
and
go.
orchestrated by Glazunov with the Gothenburg Symphony led by Nima Yergi.
Now, if you have an iPhone or Google or whatever, and when you have the microphone hooked
Support
up,
comes from Thai
you can also do
Violins,
the same
presenting
things you do
the
today.
Italian Connection,
Hey Siri,
July 24th and
what is the weather today?
It's currently partly cloudy and 88 degrees. Temperatures will be fairly consistent, averaging about 81 degrees.
And that's what I typically do. I don't hit the button when I want to call somebody or whatever. You just do stuff like, hey Siri, call ET, call ET.
Sorry, I can only call one person at a time. Who would you like to call?
Your mom.
My mother. Huh.
So anyway, you kind of get the idea there that, in fact, Neil, just so you know, I converted my radio to my car just like yours. So I'll be doing the Google drive-by drive directions while I listen to my SiriusXM. And let's see, we did the USB, aux, Bluetooth, showed you how the high definition works, which if you want to know if you have high definition in your area, you Google high definition in my area, it comes up with an actual website, type in your zip code. I did that for you just so I made sure that you actually had it up there. And for some reason, the Canadians, England, they all get the high definition DAB. You have literally probably 15 or 30 or so high definition stations for anywhere from news to Chinese radio to India radio, rock and roll, classical, country. You get it all there with your HD, so I hope you enjoy this. Like I say, you don't really need this, and normal radios without HD I don't normally give one of these because if you ever wanted to know what station you were on, you just you can do one of two different things. You can go three times 12 to 2 here. And of course, I'm trying to do this left-handed and.
WHRO FM 90.3 HD1.
Yeah, so that's how you can get it on the dial there, and then if you have the Bluetooth button,
WHRO
you just press your button,
90.3
get your station. So this can be in the glove box under the dashboard. I'm going to try and make this a little bit smaller so it's more inconspicuous. But this is only for HD. It does also tell you what band you're on. In fact, we didn't do this. We didn't do the. So the red button here. So this is the AM. That's the only thing we don't. I think we're down just a couple AM stations. Yeah, nothing there. And once you get used to it, you'll get used to all the beeps and squeaks and how to move all the different knobs and whatnot. Now let's see, I don't know what station this is.
WPTE FM 94.9 HD2.
HD2.
HD1.
So we'll leave an HD1 there for you, Neil. If you want your radio converted just like this to AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB with high definition, contact Risk Radio Conversions at 757-716-9305. Or you can also find us at ricksradioconversions.com. See you in Carlisle. Thanks for now. Bye.